What I was just gonna do. Okay. So he say we're gonna start it.
Hey,
You live
it's
now?
Trey Guard, man. I'm way fired in, but you bitch ass niggas already knew that. Goofy. Ready or not, I'm finna walk in the spot. Slime with me, no snot. Keeping my Glock cocked, ready to pop. Even if it's over some guap, shorty on top. Riding slow, don't stop. Baby, let me see what you got. Hot, hot, yeah, the room getting hot. Got a handcuff, no cop. Niggas was hoping that I fell off, but I bounced back. Would you look at that? If you got an ounce, but not making bread, don't say that you trapped. Stop hitting my jack. I'm moving too solid to hang with a square, or hang with a lame, or even a rap. I'm with my partners, cool and facts. Blowing the ganja, zoo they smack. And shorty wanna fuck with a real nigga, so I give a real nigga vibes when I high. Low. Niggas be hating cause I'm high, so I don't give a fuck, nigga die slow. Choppers rise, hit him in his face and his thigh, boom. I don't give a fuck type time you want. I don't give a fuck what you guys on. Bitch, I'm grilling them. These rappers know I ain't feeling them. Shot rack, I'm drilling them. Headshot, I'm killing them. Pop me a Xan and pop me a perk, now I'm all up in my zone. She wanna fuck and I wanna fuck, so you know we getting it on. I take off a thong, she giving me domes. That's how I'm rocking out, bitch. Hey, can you do a split? I'm gone.
Okay, let me know when to turn my shit off.
All right.
You ready?
All right, Chris, good.
Okay, so turn my shit off. You ready?
Yeah, good. I'm still hiding from the beat. Fuck. All right, Creek. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's yours truly, Mufasa Fashaw, coming to you live with another episode of Alphacology. I got a lovely young ladies right here. I got Key. How you doing, Key?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me here today.
Tell people a little bit about yourself.
Okay, it's your girl Kiki, also known as Boss Lady Key, rapper, songwriter, singer, also kicking it with Key, producer, host, talk show host, and all that other stuff. So make sure y'all tune in, view my stuff, and scream the new podcast.
All right, man. Some of my supporters out there seen your podcast. They love it.
They do?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. Thank y'all so much.
So, with that being said, I have the next piece of eye candy right here.
Hey, y'all. I am Monique. I go by Monique J. I am a realtor and I'm also a wig specialist. So I make all these beautiful pieces here. So you can always find me on IG. You can find me on Facebook. My IG handle is I am Monique J and also Lotus Wig Collection. So y'all make sure to check me out.
And y'all already know who it is. Yours truly, Mufasa Fashaw. And this is Alphacology, like I say on here. Trying to be the most alpha versions of ourselves.
Right.
Whatever that is. Create your own lane and stay in it. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
And I like to give a shout out to my man back there, Mr. Exclusive on the ones and twos.
Mr. Exclusive.
Yes, sir. Without him, this couldn't be possible.
At all.
He's a good dude. He's a real good dude. Vibing entertainment. If you ever want to have podcast aspiration, content creation aspirations, please hit us up at Vibing Entertainment.
Hit us up.
Now, also, so let's get to the nitty gritty on today's episode.
Let me take a little drink.
I didn't really tell them like too much about the topics. I ain't really, he hit me with her topic. She didn't even want me to know until I got on set.
Correct. I like the surprise factor.
So I hit them with some. I know they don't know it. This is man's business. So you on this show, this is man's business.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, that's good because I got a penis.
Oh my God. Anyway.
I'm ready.
You gotta get ready. Listen.
I'm ready.
Hey, okay. Stay on ready.
I'm ready.
Period.
Now, we just, I always say, when women come on the show, love it, respect it. Alpha males don't hate women. People who watch my show do not hate women.
Correct.
All right, we just see how women move.
Okay.
And we just take advantage of it.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay, advantage.
Wait. Now let me say this.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish your thought.
When I mean take advantage, that don't mean that I'm gonna do you wrong, but I'm gonna put myself in a position to benefit
me and you. You know what I'm saying? You know you can do that, right? Y'all know y'all can do that. Look. Now they breathing hard. But
Okay.
anyways, what I want to do first, right?
Oh, y'all, I'm scared.
What I want to do first is just get y'all straight up thoughts of when I say the first topic is cold approach versus choosing signal. Now, what pops in your head when you hear that?
A cold approach. What is a cold approach?
Good. What else?
A cold approach. Like the first thing that pops up is, I guess you're talking about how you're gonna approach women.
All right. Choosing signal. What you think?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good. See, that's what I mean. Men's business. You doing good. You mind your business.
Correct.
So
Correct.
anyway,
Not me.
So
I be all up
explain
on
it to me.
men's
Explain it to me
business.
so now I can give you my input.
See, I'm a mansplaining for the ladies on the show, but most of the men who
I be all
follow
up in the men's business.
IG,
Yeah.
YouTube,
They know what the hell you're talking about.
Right?
Okay.
So when I jump in, I'm gonna tell them which one I think is better. There's pros and cons to both. But anyway, cold approach and choosing signal.
Okay.
So Keila, I'm gonna explain it to you like this.
Okay.
Me and my boys, we about to go out, and I asked them a question. I'm like, man, you cold approaching tonight, or are you waiting on choosing signals?
Oh, I think I understand what you're saying.
So yeah, you ever heard somebody say, man, they ain't not choosing?
Okay.
So yeah, so that's what it is. But a lot of dudes like to do the cold approach where you might be minding your business and nigga tap you on the shoulder. Hey, beautiful, what's your name?
Yeah.
And you like, who is that? You know
right. Right.
Then you're gonna do a quick assessment and then go on from there.
Right.
So it was all based off of a tweet I seen, right? A girl saying, oh, this random guy just came up to my car and tried to get my number and asked me what I'm doing and where I'm going. And that's just so creepy. And then I said something. I said, see, and I'm going to just show you my product. I said, look, I don't care for cold approaching.
No, I like cold approach.
See,
for me, that's confidence.
Jump into my next question.
Go ahead. I would have to say I personally like cold approach because I feel like that is a man of confidence. That is a man that know what he want. He saw something in me. It was like a light shining on me, and he said, "Let me holler at this girl." Now, whether he hollering at every girl in the club, that's something different. You will observe that like throughout the rest of the night. But I feel like for a man to like either send me a drink, say hey, say what's up, ask for my number. I feel like that's a pretty strong-minded person because it's taking a certain amount of confidence to do that. But I feel like at the same time, he can't be overwhelming or creepy with it. Like it's one thing to be like, what's up? Can I get you and your girl a drink? You know, whatever like that. He get my number and he keep it moving. But if you gonna be like overshadowing me and all on my neck, then okay, now you taking it a little too far. So I would say I kind of like the cold approach, but at the same time, if I'm giving you like eye contact across on the club, I'm gonna need you. Yes, I'm gonna need you to know, like, come over here and get my number.
Okay, that's another thing. By being the most alpha version of yourself, being an alpha male, you gotta pick up on those things. I'm just saying, you gotta pick up on the choosing signals. All right. A choosing signal is usually like something like she said, eye contact. I don't know how long the eye contact is supposed to be, but you can tell when somebody looking at you.
Right.
You look at them, you smile, she smile back. All right.
Right. Or I come bump you in your back, like when I'm walking through the club, like a little.
Or my favorite, ooh, you smell nice. What is that you wearing? You, let's go. You
know yeah, I ain't gonna say all that. Not in no club.
Nah, women say that. I done had some experience with women say that.
Yeah.
But I feel like to avoid all that, when you got your stuff together, you looking good, you smelling good, and you're on point when you step out like that, even the cold approaches will be better. I don't think cold approaches do well, and this is why I say like, shoot, beta males do a lot of cold approaching, a lot.
I disagree.
Nah, a lot. Just why? Okay.
I disagree.
You taking all these L's for what?
I disagree.
All right.
Now, I disagree. It's not L's. It's taking advantage of opportunities.
Absolutely.
That's what it is. It's taking advantage of opportunities. You see people that you like. It's just like a business. You see different business. If you are an investor, you see in different businesses. You're not just going, wait on the business to come to you. You're gonna pull up these businesses, have these portfolios, and you're gonna reach out there and see which ones is looking for an investor. That's just an example, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
How you feel about it, babe?
I was just gonna say, I'll chime in real quick. Y'all been going at it. So my thing is, it's definitely a male conversation because I didn't even know, first of all, that this was a thing. Second of all, as a woman, I'm like not extra boisterous to be like giving a man a signal from across the room or to be like, like, ooh, look at you, like I want you, come over here. So usually, in my experience, it's always a cold approach. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're alpha or beta. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that necessarily is an alpha or beta thing. That's just from my perspective. Maybe because I'm a woman. But it's just kind of like most men are going to have to cold approach because a woman ain't necessarily checking for the man. The man is usually checking for the woman.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't really like, some women do. And I'm not going to say they never happened to me. I have before if we happen to make eye contact. But at the end of the day, if I'm walking into the room, I'm in my own little vibe. I'm walking in, I'm looking good. I'm going to my section or whatever the case may be. I'm not looking around to see who's checking for me to be like, oh, let me make sure that I get them eye contact so they can come over here. They usually coming over there, cold approaching all day.
Right.
So,
but why you feel like that's a beta man trait?
Yeah, why?
Because I'm looking at it through the lens of this. The percentages wise, guess what? Every woman that gives you a choosing signal, you're gonna get the number, you're gonna get the interaction you want.
Oh,
right. Also, if a man shoot his shot at 10 women, is he gonna get all 10?
No.
But if 10 women choose on you, is he gonna get all 10?
But that's not an alpha man trait to me. Because if you gotta wait, no. If you have to wait on that
means you scared.
Yeah.
If you scared, go to church. If you scared, go to church. You shouldn't even be in this building.
Correct. That's
you lack the confidence.
Yeah, because
you lack the poise.
Kind of like, why do you have to wait on someone to give you the okay to approach them?
Yeah.
If you are checking for them and you feel like she's beautiful and you want to shoot your shot, whether or not you're gonna get shot down 9 times out of 10 or even 7 times out of 10, that should not matter because at the end of the day, you're a strong man. You're confident in how you look. You're confident in what you bring to the table.
Correct, the mundo.
So you finna come in and be like, okay, what's up? You know what I'm saying? How you doing? My name is Greg. How are you?
So this is what he's saying. Alpha males can't take rejection, so they have to.
Hearing.
Okay, it's all making sense now. It's all making sense now.
What I'm hearing. So if you're worried about rejection, then you can't be an alpha male.
Can't be.
Mr. Alphacology. Now
can't be Mr. Alphacology. Break it down.
First person. Okay. We're not worried about rejection. We're worried about our purpose. Our purpose ain't pursuing you or co-approaching you.
So what's your purpose? Because you're talking about having a percentage rate. So what is the
energy?
But ain't nobody.
And if I gotta pursue you, am I wasting my time?
Are you the woman or are you the man? Because if you want to lead, you need to lead this relationship by leading your ass to my face and asking for my number. No. If you're gonna sit back in the cut and be like, "Oh God, I hope she talks to me. I hope she talks to me," then you're not the one. You're not the one for me.
First of all, we go out. We ain't worried about no chicks.
Okay, then we all good. So you worry about your homeboys then. Don't worry about your homeboys. Don't worry about your homeboys.
I sit up there and worry about my vibe, my energy. I ain't worried about no other female. No man should be worried about females when he go out.
Oh, well then what we even talking about?
Wait, what are we talking about? I say choosing signals. All right, if a chick choose on me and I like the way she look, then guess what? I'm a step to it.
But how you know she choosing on you? Because you said you just said you don't even know how long she's supposed to look at you. So what I need to
wait till you stop cutting me off.
Go ahead, baby boy.
Let me go ahead and give you this.
Look at myself in the camera.
Let me go ahead and give you this. Pay attention. You might learn.
I'm listening, babe. I'm watching you on the camera. I don't need to look at you.
All right, so look, I walk in the building. I walk around, get my seat, whatever. I look around. I'm already observing my environment for threats. That's the first and foremost thing a man's supposed to do.
Correct. I concur.
All right.
I concur. Yes.
Quick story. I was in Take One time.
Take One.
And I went in there.
Yes.
There was some beautiful strippers in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I look around. These cats is staring at each other down. I said, it's either they gay or something about to go down. So I left.
Okay.
So guess what I do now? Everywhere and guess what? As soon as I left, they shot that place up.
Right.
So things like that happen. So
Right.
as a man, especially a black man, you go out into the environment, you have to look
To
at
assess
your
this. Yes, correct. I agree with that. But we're talking about women here. We're talking about romantic
also,
relationships and stuff like that. So you
first,
said,
but I'm going because listen, I got young men on here that need to know this. You don't just jump out there. Even if I see women I like, all right, who she with? Because if I cold approach you and then I get jumped by a group of dudes because that's somebody's girlfriend, then what?
okay, now
you understand? It's pros and cons to your environment. I understand
correct.
you like that cold approach,
but it doesn't mean that you can't cold approach.
To me, the first option should always be fine. Choose your signals, come cool. If you see even if you see a chicken you like a lion will wait for hours before he jump on his prey. Am I lying?
But he's still approaching the prey. He's not waiting on the prey to approach him.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So guess what? I could be waiting. I'm gonna get her by the end of the night.
Okay, so
you done gave me a choosing signal. Not guess what? I can wait on the choosing signal. If you don't come, then I can still do that. That's a win-win situation.
So you saying if you don't get to choose the signal, you will still cold approach. So basically,
if I want to do that, because I keep saying that we all, as a man, we jump out. We should go out to have fun. Now, if we on the hunt, that's totally different. That's a lot of planning.
But I don't feel like, first off, I don't feel like when you go out necessarily, unless men actually do this, like, do y'all say, okay, tonight we're going to try to holler at girls, or tonight we're not? No, I feel like when men go out, same with women, you should be going out to have a good time. And if you see something you like, then, you take advantage of that opportunity. If a girl is choosing you, then you take advantage of that opportunity. But to say, okay, so tonight we're going to go out to hunt for girls or whatever. Are we in Boy Scouts? Are y'all in Boy Scouts? No.
Yeah, I think they're.
Okay, because I honestly, I don't even want to talk to no man that's doing that.
But listen, you never know if they know what they're doing. But look, that's not every time. Because look, if I go to the sports bar to watch a fight and it's a bunch of girls there, I'm not going there for the girls. Well, I'm gonna go for the girls, the bar, the club, ladies' night. That's where men gonna go. If it's ladies' night, it's supposed to be more ladies in there. Drinks supposed to be flowing. Then that's more cold approach. But if I'm watching the fight, like last week, they had a fight. I go to the bar. You think I'm worried about that? I probably got money on the fight. I probably got money on the game.
But you're gonna meet women anywhere in life, whether you're looking for a girlfriend or not. You're gonna see women in the store. You're gonna see them at the gas station. You're gonna see them here. You're gonna see them there.
Which is my next question. Do I have to bite on every woman I find attractive?
No, of course
I see
not.
a lot of women that I find attractive. That don't mean I'm gonna bite on them.
You don't.
Well, let's be mature about the situation. It just sounds like it depends on the situation. A man just needs to know when it's okay to cold approach or when it's okay to wait for a choosing signal. Because if you're sitting there, and you're at a bar and you're watching the game with your boys or whatever, most likely you're not paying attention to all the women that's coming in. So a woman might give you a signal like, that nigga been sitting over there for the past 2 hours. He ain't see me because I'm over here fine as fuck. So let me just go ahead and, walk by or give him a little signal so they, know what I'm saying, that I'm in the building. But at the end of the day, like if you're at a club or you're in a situation where women are just having a good time, then you may need to cold approach if you see something that you're actually very interested in. So I think it just depends on the situation. It shouldn't be an always cold approach or always choosing signal. It's whatever the vibe is. And it depends on how you handle yourself to be able to, create that vibe.
Correct.
So look at this. All right. Since some of these cats gonna cold approach, I don't think that's the most alpha thing to do. If you're going to cold approach,
it's very alpha.
Yes, I think it is too, because it requires a certain level.
Now it's gym dropping time. This is when you drop the gym.
Let's go.
Okay. So my first thing, if you're going to cold approach and you're gonna do it heavily, before you jump on the scene, wherever you at, whatever environment you at, you might want to walk around to see what's in there. And for everybody to see you. If you're a shy dude, cold approach is not gonna work. Some men are shy. You understand what I'm saying?
Them the worst kind.
But look.
Them the worst kind.
Understand the level you on.
Hold on. Let me finish. Now, this is why I say walk around, make sure everybody see you, see your face, whatever you gotta do. Now, it sets a level of comfortability. So now I'm not just tapping you on your shoulder and you never seen me before in a day in your life. You just seen me 10 minutes ago walk to the bathroom dap it up with my boys real quick.
That don't always.
It don't matter, but it make you a little bit less, even if it's less creepier. Cause like, all right, I just seen this guy. He walk around. He got friends here, or he's been chilling. He ain't just jump in my face and seem thirsty. You understand what I'm saying? Also, if you're gonna cold approach the women. All right.
I don't think so.
And this another gem.
He talking.
If you gonna cold approach, don't worry, cut. Y'all gonna give some gems later. If you gonna cold approach, fellas, this is my personal. All right. If I'm gonna cold approach, I see a fine girl, and I know she with her friends. I ain't gonna cold approach her right away. I'm gonna see which one the finest one, since we cold approaching. Oh. Yeah, I'm not finna shoot my shot at the average girl in the clique. You know what I'm saying? If it's a clique of 7, I gotta do the top 2. That's just me. You understand what I'm saying? So you want to see who's who, and also you want to check to see if they got a boyfriend there, if they know the DJ, or you know the DJ, the boyfriend. It's tough. Cause I don't code approach like, oh yeah, I've been seeing you, but you know.
Okay.
Right there. So
okay. Let me say something.
Now you're in a different ball game. Now you gotta be slick. And I don't like being slick. I like to be up front. Like, shoot, I'm that guy. I don't like to do side dude.
Okay, so this is my thing. This is my thing. I feel.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Now those are the 2 gems I'm gonna give y'all. Y'all code the environment and see if her friend. You know what I'm saying?
How you even know if the fine friend even wants you?
It don't matter. It don't matter. Hey,
how you gonna go for the top 2? You think if I'm in it, you think if me and Monique is out right now and we the 2 finest girls in our clique, and you gonna holler at Monique first and then try to holler at me, then I'm gonna holler at you? Come on now. That's unrealistic. No. That's unrealistic unless you're dealing with some girls that are very desperate and will fuck behind their friends.
Correct.
Okay, so number 1, you're talking to men that lack confidence and that does not know how to naturally approach a woman. It don't take all this coaching. When you see somebody that you like, yes, I agree, especially in a club setting, you should look around and see, okay, is she with a nigga? Is she with her girls? Whatever, so forth. If you see it's just a group of women, it should not take all that for you to go up and tell a girl, listen, I want to get you a drink. Let me get your number or whatever. Whether she give it to you or not, it's 50,000 other women in here. Listen, this is the men just have to be confident. You have to be confident in yourself. When you
fellas have a technique, don't think they confidence. Confidence takes time. And if you going cold approaching tomorrow, you need a technique. You know you ain't got that confidence like that. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
Okay, well, if he don't got confidence, he need to stay home.
And then once you get
he need to stay home. He don't need to be walking in nobody's face.
Worry about that chick, and the truth is gonna come.
So are you looking for an alpha woman who's going to be sitting there choosing niggas?
I'm looking for a woman. Listen, we look
I'm
for
just
women
asking.
who's going to be submissive.
Okay, so we talking about insecure men that lack confidence, that want somebody to submit to them. Right. Y'all want too much of nothing, and y'all already lack confidence, baby. You can't even walk in your truth and walk up to me and say, baby girl, let me get your number, let me get you a drink, what you drinking on. Right. But you want me to submit to you? No, first off, you need to build up your confidence and your self-esteem as a man. You need to walk in your truth. You need to have poise, and you need to know that when you walk up to me, that's
200 episodes. What in the world I've just been telling y'all for the last 200? Build your confidence first. Work on your purpose. That's where your confidence lies. That's what it does.
Okay, that's not a problem, but then also
confidence first. A woman is basically
this gonna seem very triggering.
Wait. A woman is basically the fruit of your labor. So if you ain't been laboring, you ain't gonna have no good fruit. Straight up. Okay. I'm sorry. When I was broke, I ain't cold approaching nothing. I'm worried about how I can get some money. I'm not worried about girlfriend. I'm not worried about, and I tell them boys, I say, man, look, you ain't got no money in your pocket. Don't worry about no woman.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
I can agree with that.
I'm over here telling them the cold, hard truth. And then there's some cats that got money in their pocket and muscles and still have low confidence. So I have to work from all angles on my show, on my podcast, to help these men self-improve mentally. All right. Some got to self-improve financially.
Okay. Correct.
That always been,
I'm very ready, and he ain't even gonna let me get in, y'all.
Go ahead and get in.
I'm just trying to be respectful. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a gem right now, real quick, from a woman's perspective. Okay, all of that what you're saying makes sense, right? It probably makes sense. Like on paper, you write it down black and white, you read it. Okay, that makes sense. But let me just talk about it from a woman's perspective, really quickly. Since you got the women on the show, we got the floor to speak. Okay, you want to hear our opinions and how we feel about it? Okay, if you got to do all that, it's already showing weakness.
Already
so
from the jump.
Bare minimum?
It's not about doing the bare minimum, but if you got to do all of that, you can go ahead and be confident. You can go ahead and all them
before
tips
you play the game. Do you stretch?
Period. All them
practice before you
let her finish.
Period. Let me finish. Because it's gonna hurt. It's gonna cause a trigger. It's gonna go ahead and touch a nerve.
Trigger.
Okay. I'm
pull it.
just go ahead and pull that trigger.
He need it
from a woman's perspective. Okay. At the end of the day, all that stuff that you said about a man, building your confidence, making sure you know how to cold approach, making sure you know how to, you know what I'm saying, looking at choosing signals or whatever the case may be, cool, fine, dandy. But as a woman, okay, we look for confidence first. If you got to sit there and you on your toes, I done already gave you a choosing signal, but now you just sitting around here looking around the club, acting like you don't know what the fuck to do.
You finna go to the
bathroom first. Pass by me.
Look at the DJ.
By me again. Look at the DJ, see if I know the DJ.
I'm so turned, dog.
Bitch, I'm already done.
Yeah.
It's already over for you.
Yeah, because you done already let another man approach me.
Correct, because that nigga that didn't have as much confidence or wasn't as alpha as you like to call it, because honestly, it just seems super weak. I'm just telling you my opinion, so it may, ruffle some feathers. But the motherfucker
tell the truth.
The motherfucker who actually wanted to come in and say, you know something, I probably ain't got everything what I'm supposed to have.
But she's beautiful.
At the end of the day, she's beautiful. I'm gonna shoot my shot. All she can do is tell me no. You know what I'm saying? The person that's actually willing to be rejected and put themselves out there in that confidence, we kind of respect that a little bit more. Now, to men, it may seem like, oh, well, you're settling or whatever the case may be, but there's certain things that turn us on in a man, and that is, number one, confidence. Number one, you not feeling like, oh, you're out of my league, or it's too much for me to come over here and talk to you. I got to pass by you 3-4 times before I even look your way. Because if I'm looking at you and you...
Right.
If I'm looking your way, and you passing by me 3-4 times, I'm automatically assuming that you are uninterested, regardless of whatever type of game you're trying to play. And that's the problem. Men be trying to play too many games. Y'all be trying to have all these techniques and technicalities about this and that. But at the end of the day, women can be very simple.
Correct.
And we will be submissive to someone who will lead. But if you can't even come and approach me in a club or make sure that you show your confidence and lead me in that way, what the fuck am I following?
Correct. And two, it is natural for a man and a woman to be together. So why you going through all that? Why you going through all that? Because it's already meant to be. Period. So what is you doing?
Right.
All you got. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But y'all got to come out with a game plan. To my me and the fellas, we gonna have a game plan on how we go.
Too much game.
Like a game plan.
Too much game. Too much game.
Way too many. Way too many. Way too many.
But that's fine. That's my opinion. Only y'all ain't got to agree. That's just how I feel.
Like y'all said some nice stuff. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you don't got confidence, don't even come to the club.
The reality is that's why the games are played on Sunday and they practice Monday through Saturday to build that confidence, to get right, to get smart. You understand what I'm saying?
Period.
How old are these men that we even talking about?
All ages. All ages.
Somebody on my live said beta, super beta vibes.
Yeah, it's probably a female.
Big beta vibes. No, that's my homeboy. Don't do that. Let's not be disrespectful.
The thing about it is, I think the thing of it is, like Monique said, it is situational. In some cases, cold approach. In some cases, you gonna see a woman. Sometimes it done been people I done seen, and it's like, girl, look at my man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you doing a little talk about him or whatever, and he looking like you look over at him. Yeah, I feel like men should instantly take advantage of that opportunity. But in other cases, I may be just vibing with my girl. We having a good weekend out. You may want to send us a drink. You may want to tap me on my shoulder. Now, I may say no, thank you or whatever. Because it all depends on how you present yourself, how you look, how you dress, how you...
From the synthetic mom, it's too aggressive. At the end of the day, I am a lady first, my love. But when
this wig is human.
Correct. First of all, superhuman version. Thank you, 10A. But if it comes off aggressive to you, my love, then you might want to, check.
Yes, you know what?
Handle.
But I am aggressive.
I don't have a problem with that.
Listen, that's my strong suit, baby boy. And like I was telling him, if you can't deal with a woman like me, something is wrong with you, baby boy. You got to get yourself together. If my level of aggression is too high for you, if you feel like me having breasts and a vagina is too masculine for you, then baby, it's something wrong with your numbers. It's something wrong with your level of masculinity. If my level of masculinity is too high for you, baby boy, then you need to check your levels. You need to go get you on some get off the estrogen, and get on what you need. Cause see me, I'm not gonna change for nobody.
Period. And that's just it's called being assertive, my love.
And that's from the synthetic mob. Period.
Oh. All right. I co-sign. Let's go. No, we're not the synthetic mob though. We're not gonna do that.
Okay. So anyway,
but tell him.
So your gym is just be confident.
They have to be confident. Be confident and be themselves. And be yourself. Be genuine, be real.
Sure.
Yes, be yourself, be confident, be real, and follow your heart.
It ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Correct.
All that overthinking ain't getting you nowhere.
Correct.
Not with a woman.
But that comes with relationships, with their jobs, with anything. They have to be confident within themselves. They have to know themselves. And I feel like that is where the lack of confidence is starting. They don't know themselves. Once you know yourself and you are actively working on things that you don't see as good or you may want to improve, you have that certain level of confidence.
Okay, well, look, I have a follower. Is there a male perspective in this podcast? I guess he missed your perspective. So
you missed the perspective, dog.
That's what they all say. I'm good tricking off $40, sweetheart.
I gave him.
He's very mad.
Wait, did I go?
You could never.
Hey, don't worry about that.
You could never trick off $40.
Did he try to approach one of us before?
Signals is your best bet, no matter what. Because you coming from a position of power with the choose.
Choosing signals is for scary men that lack confidence.
It's not.
That's not how we feel.
It's first of all, most men be missing choosing signals because they too busy cold approaching. So sit back.
No, relax. First of all, y'all be missing signals because y'all too busy up y'all homeboy's ass.
Be chill, be cool. You ain't gotta be aggressive or assertive, all that. Sit back and relax. If you there all night, she there all night, it's all good.
You don't know what time she leaving.
Oh well. If it's meant to be,
we're not saying that that's not.
And guess what? At the end of the day, even if I don't get that girl, I'm still on my purpose. I'm still going
correct. So it shouldn't matter if you called approach or not.
What the Most High have for me is gonna be for me. So if you meant to be in my life, I ain't worried about that.
All right.
You understand? Confidence. If we talking about confidence, if you leave, I'm leaving. All right, she left. I thought I was gonna holler at her later once I got my drink and chilled out.
Okay, well then you missed whatever.
But now, what I'm telling these boys, when they go out and they know some of us be on the hunt.
Listen to him. Listen to everything that he's saying.
First of all, they ain't got if the men listen, they know some of us be on the hunt, some of us be chilling. I done been chilling in the car. I'm like, dang, where my homeboy? And he talking to a pack of chicks down there. I'm just like,
he hungry and thirsty.
That don't mean, see, that's why the cold approach ain't the best method, because they don't think you hungry and thirsty when you just walking somebody in the car and y'all had a good conversation.
He following a pack of chicks, then yes.
I just feel like, who is this person? Like, he's really going in. But I just feel like at the end of the day, like I said before,
what?
Okay,
I feel like at the end of the day, what will happen is it just depends on the environment, like I said before. And it depends on you, just, if you know who you are. I understand what you say when you say, what I'm saying, you lay back, you chill, or whatever. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Absolutely. I completely understand that. No, absolutely. I can completely understand that point. But when you put it in a space of an alpha male is going to lay back and be confident or chill, and then a beta male is going to cold approach, I think that's where, the categories that you're putting it in is kind of like, it's conflicting the two, because at the end of the day, depending on what the situation is, an alpha male may cold approach. Do you see what I'm saying? Or an alpha male may sit back, depending on what the situation is. It doesn't always have to be one or the two, because that doesn't guarantee that the cold approach is going to get you your result. And it also doesn't guarantee that you laying back and choosing or letting them choose, what you call it, choosing signals. That also don't guarantee, anything for you. So regardless,
interaction, because
it's like regardless, whatever work for you.
And now you in a messed up situation.
Exactly. And usually the bitches that's choosing, they be on that. You feel me?
Well, everybody, you gotta understand this.
Because most women like me, I ain't choosing a man.
You step.
I'm not gonna choose a man.
Okay,
sorry.
so you ain't gonna choose a man. But you know what? The Bible say a man that finds a wife finds a good thing.
Absolutely.
So that means he need the cold approach.
He don't gotta come find you. He just find is like you stumble upon something like, oh, look what I found in the grass.
We stumbled upon it at the end of the night.
You know what I'm saying? You don't go looking for no wife. You just don't. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But
so what's
at the end of the day, if I see you and I think you're attractive and I want to shoot, I'm gonna shoot. I'm a cold approach.
So he just said he gonna cold approach. Okay.
If you want to, you.
But my thing,
if you don't want to, you won't.
My thing is, y'all. This is my problem with y'all alpha male people.
Most men gonna prefer to choose a single anyway. Every man gonna tell you you see a bad chick, he be like, okay, he see her, she make eye contact. That could be a choosing signal. Okay. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then guess what? You might not even see it as a choosing signal. You like, oh, you got a nice shoe, and keep walking. That could be a choosing signal for him, and you still think he cold approach. It's a win-win situation. You understand? But my cold approach would be that's another. I'm gonna put that on the podcast later on
the next podcast.
Because y'all just gonna.
But like you said, this is definitely a male conversation because we're women. So our perspective is probably never going to.
I can get like 4 women that gonna say,
to y'all,
yeah, wait on the choosing signal. You know, I can get 4 more women that say, hell,
yes, because of course you know we are all different and we're all individuals. So different women like to be approached differently, and men like to handle they.
Like my boy, I already know. Definitely, when I'm with him, I'm doing all. He'll point it out like, yeah, she looking at you, bro. Go over there, like, and I be getting him like, oh, yeah. Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he gonna sit back and chill. You like, nah, that one like me, bro. But bring over here, like stuff like that. So you know, I wish he was here. We could explain the game plan. But either way, you can pick up, and you know, I'm gonna say it like this, fellas. You can pick up all these chicks, but that's not gonna make you alpha either. So if you got a rotation, of 4,
what that person chicks, said?
You got a
oh, somebody said something about you.
Oh, what up, cuz? What you
Where
saying?
you get a lovely woman in a black shirt to talk to you. You have 3 be charming and charm works.
Hey, you're right, but every guy ain't developed that charm because they don't talk to women enough. You understand what I'm saying? That's another thing. But either way.
Marvin sent us on. I don't know what.
No. Marvin sent himself. He lacks confidence and self-esteem and stuff like that. So he's having a good time writing these comments. I'm having a good time reading them. Keep them coming, Marvin.
Really being like a.
So, yay, Marvin!
We gotta give him some attention.
Yes, he needs this.
Hey, y'all good.
He need this,
baby.
He need some fellatio as well. He probably need some V word as well.
Correct.
So you know sometimes when people can't get they act like this. When they get the chance and opportunity to speak.
Yeah, when they get to type on a typewriter on a
correct
computer keyboard.
Correct.
That's cool.
So okay.
The next topic.
What's the next topic?
Oh yeah, if you want a call-in request, the link is right there on your IG. Hey, you can post the link for me, Chris. Yeah.
That's right, ladies. Clap it up for that comment. Yeah, got to.
Period. We have to.
Oh, I know who that is.
He put like 8 negative comments.
A charming man is what America consider as a simp. Being an alpha male is considered being a leader of your. Okay, you end up moving it. Being a leader of your household, controlling your situations, and finding a solution. Not having a bunch of females doesn't make you an alpha male. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like the terminology simp. I feel like it has a very negative connotation. No, it should not. I feel like you being birthed by a woman, you being raised by a woman, whether it was your mother, your grandma, or your aunt, you having sisters, cousins, daughters. I feel like there is never a terminology that should be negatively used when a woman is being treated properly, fair, with respect, and with love and care. So when you guys take when you guys
reciprocate
when you guys
it's simple.
When you guys,
we all will die on.
When y'all,
if a woman treat you like shit,
I can't even talk,
like
Lord.
World, and you get nothing in return, you're simping. It's just that simple.
Okay, but that wasn't the point of what.
No, but I had to make it clear though.
Okay, but that still
All
wasn't
right,
the
you know
point of
what?
what was
Go
being
ahead.
said. Go ahead,
Go.
Keith.
I don't even got no point. Let them
Men always
talk.
want to be on it. Let me say something really
Let them
quickly.
talk.
Because at the end of the day, it's like if a woman has a certain point of view, there always has to be this reciprocal, like rebuttal of this and that. The point of view could just be that, not taken away from your point of view. You could be absolutely right. If it's not being reciprocated, then he's simping. But she never said that it wasn't being reciprocated. She's just saying that there's a certain thing that is needed, you know what I'm saying, in order for things to work. Like point blank period. Like it's not all about simping and all of y'all stay on the defense. Damn. Let's work together in harmony and unity and in love and like show me some, you know what I'm saying?
They said, let me talk.
Women are naturally.
They say, let me talk. We supposed to be having a mutual conversation.
Society has put us in a certain bracket, but we naturally want to give y'all that love. So if we giving y'all that love, it's okay to give it back.
But this is an alpha male. An alpha male. First off, an alpha male. He sits back in the Cadillac and he let the women handle the job.
Period.
He let the women handle the work. So you cutting me off trying to get your point across is already letting me know what you saying. You trying to be in the front hunting with the pack.
Very much so.
You trying to be up here raising cubs. So go ahead and you raise them and I'll sit back while you run your mouth.
I like my daddy was very silent. He was very silent and he still ran the show. He ran the whole show. But he ain't have to exert no type of extra energy arguing back and forth with no woman to show that he ran the show because the show already ran. She can say all that shit, talk all that shit because when they get back home, that show already ran. Everything already settled. She know her place. She know exactly what it is. He ain't got to do all that back and forth with her in order for him to exert all this other extra energy. He got other shit to take care of out the door.
Correct.
He ain't got time to be going back and forth with the person that he already know this shit already being ran. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct. But go ahead. Let them talk.
Hey, man, you just jumped in and said what y'all. We were talking about approaches and choosing signals. He already know how I feel about that. Most men ain't. We never gonna see how down.
What was the next topic? You ain't never bring it up.
Okay,
what was it?
This is her topic. So I said a topic.
So that's how gangsters move. Let's talk about it.
What I'm saying? So I said, what you feel like needs to be a topic on the show?
You know
what I'm saying? And she was asked, "Oh, can we talk about this?" Now,
I thought you said, "Can we talk about?"
No,
no, go ahead.
Alphacology after dark.
Go ahead.
Alphacology after dark.
Okay. Why do people think they have a sense of entitlement to your success? And I was like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Now our approach is with the men as you already made it. Now you got success, and you probably have people around you who either want to bring you down or feel like you owe them something. Right?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And
I think it's I think it's misconstrued. I think sometimes when a person is elevating, they are surrounding themselves with new people. Okay? So let's just say, for instance, me with my rap career. Okay, so when I started rapping, first I had to start hanging around a DJ. Then I had to start hanging around a producer. Then I had to start hanging around a interviewer. And as I am filling up my social circle, like, because it's what so many hours or time in a day. So, now I'm spending time in the studio. I'm spending time performing. I may not be able to hang out with you every day how we used to. Mm-hmm. It's not that I don't appreciate you and you being with me throughout that journey, but I feel like through time, certain things may break down, and then you may feel like, damn, I was there for her when like nobody was listening to her song. I was there for her when this and that was happening. But it's like, it's not that. It's more so I'm busy, I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm like hitting you up when I get a chance. And two, I feel like sometimes it can be the other way around. Some people just want to reach the top to at some people to say, a big F everybody. So it's like, now I am surrounding myself with people now, like, I don't want to talk to you no more. So I feel like it can go 50-50. Some of it is innocence and some of it is like a person really just don't care about the people that was with them along
the way. Okay. Let me piggyback on that one really quickly. I think that was awesome. That was amazing how you broke that down. Yeah. But I do want to piggyback on that because I do feel like there is a misconstrued, whatever, I might be fucking up my words, but there's some misconstruation that happens. I just made up a new word. When y'all see that in Webster's,
on your shirt.
Please give me my credit.
Correct.
Thank you.
Give her flowers.
Okay, give me all my flowers. Okay, sure, whatever. There is, like, whatever the word is, that happens when it gets misconstrued. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it, Mr. Alphacology. Okay, that happens when you have to know who the person is that you was rocking with. You have to understand their energy. You got to understand, their grind. You got to understand who they are at the core. And I think what happens is when you have a friend, that you done been around and you've been chilling with and all that type of stuff, and they see you grinding, they see you doing your thing, and then when you pop off, it seems as if you're leaving them behind. They automatically go to the negative. You know what I'm saying? It's automatically that, oh, she acting different. Oh, she thinks she better. Or I was there when she was this, and that.
Right.
And rather than actually just voicing that they miss you, or the fact that, damn, you know what I'm saying, I really want us to, get together, or whatever the case may be, they automatically create a different character for you when it's kind of like, I've been there with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been there with you. I've been showing you who I am. And if you know who I am, then you should know how to come at me rather than getting in your feelings and then feeling like you want to write me off or make me a villain when you've seen me grinding for 10 years before I even got to this staple of where I am, you know what I'm saying, in my career, or who I am as a person. Regardless if it's a spiritual grind, you know what I mean, a career, or whatever it is, whatever it is your grind is, you done seen me working this whole time. What the hell you thought I was working for?
Right.
So it's just kind of like me as a friend, I'm always inspired by my friends making it to the next level.
Correct.
And I will never interject myself to be like, oh, she acting different. No, I watched her grind for 15 years. This is where she was trying to be. Right. And when I'm able to make it to a premiere, or when I'm able to support even from the sidelines, she ain't got to see me. You know what I'm saying? She on stage, she doing her thing, send a little text. I'm here for you, bro. I'm over here on the left. I'm rooting for you, whatever the case may be. And you continue to, you know what I'm saying, be that same person that you was the whole time, because you got to take yourself out of it. This was this person's grind. This was this person's dream. So to diminish it by putting your, you know what I'm saying, negative feelings or connotations in it just because they done made it, you being a hater. You being a hater. Like you acting up right now. Because if I watched you and I know what you're working hard for, I'm going to clap for you every single time, even if that means that I get to see you 2 times a year. Even if that means that I only get to see you during a family reunion. It is what it is. Right. Everybody got their own journey. So at the end of the day, you can't cling on to my journey and make it yours and then get on some type of way. Because while I was on my journey, if I was lifting you up and saying, hey, you come on a journey with me, then okay, we all on this darn journey. But if I pop off before you and I'm still reaching back to make sure you straight, how you getting mad?
Correct.
It makes no sense.
Yeah. And 2, this is how I feel. I feel like there's 2 ways it can be fixed. One way is you can try to include them as much as you can. Absolutely. I know me personally, like with my rapping, with rapping, it gives me the opportunity to invite people to different hostings, to different things, and like involve people like, hey, I'm doing a club hosting. Hey, I'm doing a performance. So it's like I am including them on my path, on my journey.
Absolutely.
Now with the podcast, it's something completely different. But when I upload a new thing, I'll be like, hey, y'all watch it. Give me y'all thoughts. Give me y'all opinions. Correct. Is there any new topics y'all want me to, put out there and stuff like that? But I feel like on the other hand, people that get upset when they see you elevating is because they too are not elevating or not focused on their own craft. I feel like if we all find a niche or something that we are passionate about or want to explore, we all need to explore that together. That way, when I'm elevating, you elevating on hair, I'm elevating on makeup. You elevating on hair, I'm elevating on makeup. And we constantly striving together versus me just being there watching you doing hair and I'm just, girl, let's go drink, let's go party. I don't really have anything going for myself. So that's where a lot of the issues and conflict come in at, because it's like, well, I've been going to work for 40 hours and after you got off, you've been investing in your own thing. Now we can't hang out because you got to go to a hair show. You got to do hair. You got to do this. Like, it's no time for me. But if I was also investing into myself as well, things that I'm passionate about, things that I want to make money on, then I won't have time to be doing that because I'll be also doing something as well.
Correct. One more thing to add on to that. If we all out here grinding, we're going to see each other when we see each other, baby.
Hello.
I am very sorry. Because one thing that I refuse to do is to make an excuse or to have to, you know what I'm saying, dumb down my level of grinding just to appease you and your feelings and your emotions. Because at the end of the day, like you said, if we all doing it together, you got your rap career going on, you got your podcast, I got my hair, stuff going on. I got to do a hair show. The other friend got her makeup going on. We could be in 3 different places at the same time. We don't have to all be together as long as we know the underlying genuine love is there. And when we link, we gonna link as if no time had passed. I'm okay with that. Right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be up under your friends or up under your people all day, every day in order for them to know that the love is there. And that's what it takes me back to. You got to know who you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know me, you know my heart, you know where I'm at with it. And like you said, you keeping them in the loop. Hey, I got this going on. Hey, I got that going on. Right. Y'all come out, support me. Or do you have something going on? I'm going to come out and support you. Right. And it's interchangeable. All of that is, reciprocated. Yeah. Then there should be no room for, oh, well, you left me behind or you left me for dead. Ain't nobody left you for dead. What the fuck is you left doing? Yourself? You left yourself for dead, because at the end of the day, I cannot be responsible for your life and your elevation. I can only be responsible for mine. Correct. And I appreciate your support during my elevation. Right. But at the end of the day, if I was pouring back into you, then there should be some sort of elevation happening for you as well. Right. And that's why families, like Kobe said, he cut off his whole goddamn family. Rest in peace, Kobe. But he cut off his family, and a lot of people was mad about that. But I was just like, at the end of the day, you don't know what he had to go through with his level of success. Not saying he was wrong or right. I'm not going to put no wrong or right into that. But what I am saying is everybody don't have his journey to say what, the actual, issues are. I done bought you a house. I done bought you a car. I done made sure you were straight. I done put the money in your bank account. I done did this. I done did that. Now it's time for me to enjoy my success. Sorry.
No. I'm not saying y'all not talking too much, but I'm just saying y'all doing all that. Great friends. Right? Listen.
What you saying?
Let's talk about it.
Listen, I tell my homeboy all the time, I'm not responsible for your man. I'm not responsible for you getting to the
But
top.
you should be pouring into the people around you.
Wait. Now listen. You guys got to understand, you got 2 types of people in your life. You got assets and liabilities. The people that's going to help. The asset is a person that's going to help you make it there. Right? A liability is a person that's going to stop you from making it there. A liability, just like in the financial world, is what? Something that keep costing you money. An asset is something that's going to make you money. All right? So you got to look at everybody in your life. Does this person help me get to the next level? Does this person help me make money? Yeah. If the answer is yes to one of those 2 questions or both of them, that's who you need to be around more. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? That man right there. If I'm finna hang out, I'm hanging out with him. You understand what I'm saying? That man, if I'm gonna do some business, the same thing. I tell my boy, all right, you rap. How can I help you? How can you help me? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Now, if you and my dad used to always tell me this, you hang around dumb people, you become dumb. You hang around lazy people, you become lazy. Everybody, you understand what I'm saying? You hang around broke people, all right, you get the picture.
Period.
So guess what? If I see you ain't getting no money, I see you lazy, or I see you out here doing dumb shit, I ain't gonna be around you like that. I'm gonna still love you from a distance. Yeah. But a lot of people be trying to put the team on. We like to say put the team on your back. You be trying to put them family members, right? Them friends that you grew up with since middle school, and they acting like they in middle school. Right. But you trying to take them. Oh yeah, I got you, dog. Like I done seen a lot of cats from my hood go down like that. Came up and they went right back down because the boys were still trying to do the same thing the boys they were hanging around with. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know a lot of athletes and they'll tell you that same story. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you gotta, for my men out there, you gotta man up and be like, look, I ain't gonna be right here when I get back.
Yeah, you gotta know who you surrounding yourself with.
And I tell people this all the time. I say, just like you see all them rappers that make it big, they don't. As bad as they want to live in their hood, they know they can't live in their hood because jealousy lives there. Correct. Jealousy, and I think jealousy, I ain't even going into that.
Somebody want to call in, Link.
Evil trait right there. So, it got the whole community, especially the black community, in the headlock. So if one of us make it, now we jealous of that person. You understand what I'm, not we as a whole, but certain people.
Yeah, as a people. Yeah.
Now they come. Now you hear plenty of story. A cat come back home showing people love. Now they get robbed. Right. Shot, killed. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because that's how y'all men are. Y'all so emotional.
But it's not just
y'all are
men,
so
though.
emotional. Y'all
You understand? But guess what?
It
Like I
happens
said,
with all of us.
that jealousy, like women probably ain't gonna get killed and stuff like that, but they do a lot of catty stuff. So
correct.
You gotta know them type of people. I know them type of people in my life. I don't stay around them.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying?
But I agree.
Feel guilty for not staying around them. It is what it is.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. I feel like you have to assess your circle when it comes to family, friends, associates, and all of that. You got to know who is that person that you just call and crack a joke with. Who is that person that you like divulge all of your personal business to? Who is that person that you ask for advice? You got to know which friend goes in which category, because when you try to put them all in one, this is my ride or die, you're going to have that responsibility, that heavy load of let me bring the whole team with me. But when you know where that person stands in your life, like, oh, this is just my homegirl if I want to go to the club. Okay, now this is the girl I'm gonna call if I have like problems. This is the person I'm gonna call if I need questions on what's the best business move. That's when you're going to have your best support system, because you're using people where they are the strongest, and you're not placing their personal achievements on your back. You know, you keeping them where they belong.
And then at the end of the day, you know, I'm gonna try to say this as softly as possible, because I don't want to listen. Everybody can't come.
Everybody
cannot come.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this.
Point blank.
Period.
Yeah, when you're trying to win that life, and I take this as like from a football, basketball coach. When you're trying to win that life, you're gonna put the people in there. If you're really trying to win,
put them in position.
Put the people in there that's gonna make you win. I don't care if that's my auntie's son right there. He trash. I'm gonna put this boy in here if we finna go to the top. For example,
principle.
If I make it big with the podcast stuff, I'm not just gonna pull one of my homeboys who just been
right.
No, I'm finna, hey Key, come on, cause I know you've been putting in that work, and I know you gonna make my name look good. Me and my boys, we done been in plenty of situations where we vouch for somebody at the job.
Oh yes,
get me fired.
Yeah, right.
Oh, and then
been there.
For people.
That happen all the time.
Then the next opportunity comes. Dang, bro, I thought you
was gonna put me on.
Yeah.
Oh, like dang, girl,
yeah, like you won't even put yourself on. Yes, correct.
I lose for you.
I agree with you 100%. And two, but you know what? I like situations like that, because it shows like who really appreciate you and who really got your back. Because it's like, if I vouch for you, if I put you in position, why would you? My face is on this. My name is on this. My reputation is on this. So if I open the door for you and say, listen, this my people, they about to come through this door, and you don't show up and show out, you let me know. I definitely need to love you from a distance. And I'd rather you show me that right now before I get to where I am. So show me this while I'm on this level. So as I keep going up and as I open this door for y'all and y'all keep on failing,
I know that you can't come.
You ain't gonna make it to the top. Now I'm gonna host. I'm gonna have a family reunion. Everybody can come to family reunion, but you ain't gonna come. You ain't gonna meet me at the top. Yeah, you do. But you know what? People leave themselves because it go back to the confidence. They don't know themselves. They don't know what they're passionate about. They don't have a passion. They don't know what they're good at. They don't want to be good at nothing. They just want to live life. Some people be lazy. They procrastinate. They're afraid. No, I'm just saying, that's what a lot of people deal with.
I'm gonna say
that's
this
one
though.
of the reasons why I started my podcast. Like, it ain't good.
Right.
What? Find your purpose.
You just gotta do it.
Try.
They don't.
They don't try.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, nobody don't come in just knowing what in the world it is that they want to do. You know.
Correct.
Prime example. I started doing these podcasts. We ain't never been on the goddamn podcast.
Right.
But
you
at
just
the end
gotta.
of the day, I'm gonna put myself out there and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see what lands and I'm gonna see what works. So if I got you around me and I'm saying, hey, you're good at such and such. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should try da 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 da. And then you don't try, don't come back here looking at me.
Right.
Or if I notice that you have a quality in you and I'm like, you know something? People will really buy them clothes from you. You got a nice shape, you know what I'm saying? You got a beautiful smile.
Yeah.
All you got to do is put these clothes on, post them up, do whatever it is that you do, and boom, you're going to be good. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the confidence, like you said, to do that for yourself and not even try.
Yeah.
What the hell you expect for somebody else to do for you?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing nobody can give to you.
Yeah, but too, I feel like too, it has a lot to do with. I feel like some of us, people like us, we have that self motivation. We have that self initiative. We don't really need people to pour into us. Yeah, I do need people to pour into me sometimes. I have those bad days, but you know, they say the hardest step is taking the first step, and I feel like a lot of times it goes back to people's childhood. It goes back to the way they was raised, their friends, you know, them not being in certain environments that pours into them, that supports them. So when they do come across a person that say, yo, how cute, like, oh, you did it yourself, you should do it. It's like this ugly thing, this, that, because they're not you. Correct. Correct. Correct.
You'll find out real quick when you get.
Oh, that's what they do. Oh,
correct.
Yeah, that's what they
correct.
do. They gonna pull out the negative before they even talk about the positive.
I always judge a man by the L's he takes, how he bounced back. How, you know, how
ain't no way.
How anybody,
right,
man,
correct.
Anybody bounce back from the L's they take. So
right.
You gotta do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
I concur.
That's why I usually go to like, man, like even my man and they said, man, I done lost this amount of money, and then I had to work back up, and I lost it again, and I worked it back up, and I know, and I grew it some more. I'm like, that's who I want to be around.
Right.
I want to be around somebody who tried one time to
right.
be L and not hating on everybody else. Or
right.
Jealous of everybody else. That's crazy.
Right.
So
and my go ahead. Sorry.
No, so that's what I look. That's what I look for in my friends. I call them assets. You know what I'm saying? Even my friends who are liabilities, I still love and care for them. But hey, I'm not in a position to put you on right now or help you out right now.
Right.
Because I'm still climbing. So, you know, like y'all been saying, y'all leave people.
Yeah, right, correct. Be out for self, and then you got to be able to see when your homie is telling the truth. You be so ready to be like me, right. that if your homie say, I'm not in a position to put you in position right now. I done seen you hanging out at Diddy house. You know, I done seen you doing this and that. You could do it. Like, absolutely not. If you know me, you know my character, I cannot put you in position right now. But when I can, I got you and make sure you're ready. How about you just put that work in, make sure that you showing up and showing out for yourself so that I can tell, okay, this person is ready. All right, let me see if I can actually, you know what I'm saying? People don't want to help nobody that ain't helping themselves. And that's another thing that, you know, it's mindset. It's mindset. Nobody is going to help you if you're not helping yourself. So if you're not putting yourself in position and actually putting that work in and actually showing what you can do and what you can contribute to the table, you can't expect somebody to come get you from all the way in the back of the motherfucking line and come weed you out and find you. Bitch, you better be in the front.
Yeah, you better be waving your hands and pick me something.
Okay.
I agree.
At the end of the day,
I agree.
Don't do that.
And I was going to say, I feel like people feel entitled to your success when they do not support you from the heart. I feel like when you support people from the heart, let's just say, for instance, if I'm in a relationship with you, right, and you say you want to start a podcast, and like I help you like get the studio, and I help you like get the chairs or whatever like that. I'm using a hypothetical, like I'm helping you along the process. I'm giving you a hypothetical. I'm gonna give you a little 40 pound. I'm gonna give you a little 40 pound. Yeah. Yeah, correct.
After me.
Correct. Like I might do the ring light, but I ain't gonna get no expensive ass mic. Like I ain't doing all that. I'm gonna get like the small stuff. Like I help you paint. You know, I asked my brother to come help to move the chairs and stuff like that. But what I was saying was, you know, you have this dream and I'm helping you along the way. And let's say, for instance, we sever our relationship. If your podcast reach a certain level, I shouldn't look back and say like, I'm entitled to that. Right. No, it should be damn like we ain't together, but like damn.
That's a whole nother one.
Y'all don't agree?
I agree.
I feel because
take me to court.
No, but I feel like at the end of the day, when you help somebody, especially from ground zero, it should be more of an appreciative thing. Like, damn, like I remember we was in there painting. It was like a whatever type studio. Now he got a big warehouse studio or whatever. It should never be looked at like, well, I was the one that painted and I was the one that did this, because if you do stuff from the heart, you don't even think like that. That's not even your thought process. That's the last thing that you're thinking about.
Yeah, like absolutely. I wake up in the morning and
absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
You know, let me be a blessing to people.
Yeah.
That's just me. And if I can help the next man get to the next level,
correct.
I'm happy off that. I don't
Correct.
care if he don't put me on or not. I'll be like, yeah. So,
correct, because that's how you get your seeds back.
Yeah.
When you sow them seeds, and you're not looking for anything in return. Because honestly, when you plant the seed, you don't know if it's gonna come up in harvest or not. All you can do is plant it and do what you gotta do, keep watering it, put the fertilizer, so on and so forth. But you don't know which one of those things gonna sprout up first. You don't know which crop gonna flourish. You don't know which one is gonna die. So I feel like as long as you are a good person, you support people and you keep your eye on the prize, all those good things are gonna come for you to begin with.
Reciprocity.
That happened to me a couple times, and I remember praying to the Most High, like, man, if I get this blessing, then I'm gonna just bless others. And then it ain't hit right away. Then he came back. The man that I helped came back. He blessed me. I'm like, oh, I'm finna buy me a kid. That's how you. I was like, dang, he didn't make that covenant.
See, that's why you gotta watch your mouth.
Man, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why you gotta watch your mouth.
Help my people out. But I wanted to do that anyway, and guess what? It just kept growing and growing.
It's gonna keep growing.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, I'm here, so it's just like, all right. So
a lot of people don't necessarily look at the principle of give and you shall receive. I don't know if it was said in the Bible. I don't know what was said. Please don't quote me. But at the end of the day, I know I live my life by that principle. I'm a giver. And I remember we was having a conversation and I told you when we went to lunch that usually when I'm in my lowest times, I give the most. I don't know what that is. And I don't know who put that
craziness and faith in God as a mustard seed. When I'm on my low,
mustard seed,
I'm not giving nobody a damn thing.
But that's just how I live my life, and I'm always blessed. You know what I'm saying? And I completely understand that. I'm not gonna give them my last to the point.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna give them at the end of this thing.
I definitely like to sow the seed,
correct,
of giving. You know what I'm saying? Out into the universe. I'm a universal soul, universal spirit. I do believe in the laws of attraction, law of reciprocity, law of all of that. So at the end of the day, I know that it works because when I do, and I get money. But like I said, I'm going to get money for abundantly blessed because that's what I believe. That's the energy that I'm putting out into the universe. So usually when you're sitting there and saying, I'm on my last mine, you're not free in your hand to receive more.
Hello.
You're only holding on to that little piece of crop that you got. But when you sit there and you actually sow seeds into different, like you said, you sow seeds into the different little plants of whatever it goes into, then you give yourself more options to be able to receive more abundant of the blessing. And that blessing ain't just coming back one time, two times, it's coming back tenfold. So a lot of people don't understand that concept. And so it's always mine, me. When at the end of the day, we're put on this earth, in my opinion, y'all don't have to agree with me, but I do feel like we're put on this earth to give and to, bless others and to be a blessing. So at the end of the day, as long as you be in a blessing, you're gonna always get your blessing. You'll never lack. That's point blank period. But that's just how I feel, y'all.
So that's why alpha males need to give their checks to women.
Never be a hater. Ain't got a hate bone in my body.
You had to sneak one in there, did you?
I had to.
You
gonna let it ride?
Because they already know they ain't flying. They know my heart.
They know God know my heart. What some of these comments say?
Oh, we can read some.
I see we got some new comments down there. We got a lot of comments tonight.
If it's not genuine, keep it. All that sounds nice, but that's big cap. That's that goddamn Marvinson again. You got to go.
Miss Monique, you are a fine black woman, and I hope Miss Fashot gets to meet you in your bodaciousness.
Is that your daddy?
No.
Who is Vaughn? For sure. Okay, because he got the same last name.
I get it.
Not senior. That's your daddy?
No, that ain't my dad.
Who is that, your aunt?
My dad, my mom. Okay. Yeah, that's my
Oh,
people.
okay. What's up, aunt?
Hey, Mr. Fashion. Hey, Mr. Aunt.
You know what I'm saying? Who else we got on there?
Who wanted to phone in? Did somebody want to phone in or no?
Hold on, what more people said? Anybody got questions before we head out?
Polly wanted to know what was the call-in link.
Oh, dang. Hey, you got the call-in link? I can't do it.
What one of your questions from the space that you wanted to ask us about that you got us so because you had a ton. Yeah, we need to close it out with one of your topics that's gonna piss me off.
Oh Lord, I'm scared.
I'm a crazy Marine from Philly.
Every time he say that, every time he say he got black women on the show, I be scared, y'all.
What?
No, but I feel like Alpha has this perception of black women. I don't know.
Perception of
I,
black women.
he has a. I feel like he has a filtered perception of black women that is not necessarily that it doesn't necessarily embodies the black woman because a lot of your questions and I feel like a lot of your positions is towards a black woman and our behaviors, the way we act and things like that.
The theme of the space.
Okay.
It was like black men versus black women.
Okay.
So I had
Okay.
stuff like why
I
we
hate
black
that.
men simp or we programmed to be simp. What's the problem? Like what's the issues we have? I really don't think people have issues. I do think we like to do the bare minimum for each other, and that comes from doing the most for the wrong person. So that carries over into your life, and then so on and so forth. But that's what it was, and I was just like, okay, you want how crazy do you want these questions to be? And it was like crazy. I said, all right now. So that's why I did what I did. But
Okay.
I have a question.
So they like set you up for the okie doke.
They ain't said me. They set themselves up. Click. They set themselves.
So with the issues between black men and black women,
like one, I said, does social media benefit relationships? Because that's what it was.
I don't think so.
And it was another one about mothers. Do women use their child as a weapon?
So wait, you want us to answer both of those questions? You want us to answer the first one first, or
yeah? We know women.
For me personally, when it comes to social media in relationships,
why do social
um,
does it affect your relationship in a positive way?
I feel like social media gives people the opportunity to show an aspect of their relationship. On the good moments. The good moments,
The highlights.
the highlights. It doesn't show.
Just a week, you love this man so much, and then that was on Monday. Now it's Thursday, and you're single.
Correct. I feel like these times we are in a very socialistic culture. Everything that we do is social. Like we got the podcast, we're streaming it on different social media sites. So everything that we're doing, we're overly social, overly communicative, overly stimulated. But I feel like it can be an issue in a relationship if the two parties make it an issue in a relationship.
Let me ask you this. Can you go a day without social media?
I'm personally not going to go a day without it because I use it for different purposes, not just entertainment. I use it for business. I use it for networking. I use it for entertainment as well. But that's how I gain my audience. That's how I gain viewers, so on and so forth. So I'm personally not going to go a day without it. Yeah, it's more so like work for me. Like even if I'm tweeting crazy, it is drawing people to my page. It is getting them to click on my links. It's getting them to watch my music video. It's getting them to watch my podcast and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, but outside of that, I personally enjoy social media. I don't follow like gossip sites and stuff like that. I'm not like on there to like argue with people. I'm purely on there to have a good time. So
I remember one day I was like, I'm bored. Somebody go live and start crying. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my boy, we be talking about it, but as some like for me, I don't know about anybody else out there, but unless it's drawn, like you said, unless it's work, I'm gonna still take my days off. That's why I asked you that, because some days I take off. Like, that my phone, and I feel so much more refreshed. You know what I'm saying? Because you're really opening the door to a lot of negative energy, a lot of positive energy too.
Yeah,
but a lot of negative energy, and sometimes the negative gonna outweigh the positive. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you always got to take the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? Like we got people agreeing with you on the screen, and we got people disagreeing with you. You know what I'm saying? You got people hyping you up, and you got people trying to tear you down.
I do I do feel like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I really feel like y'all take it too seriously. At the end of the day, I think we all know that we all have real lives out here. We all have other shit that we do besides being on social media. We're mothers. We are, career women. We are,
we cooking, we cleaning,
we taking the people twerking, whatever.
We doing that, having a good
we
time,
drinking,
enjoying
we having a good
ourselves.
time, we hanging
Definitely
out with our
twerking.
homegirls. We are doing the pool. What's that? The carpool and taking all the damn nappy headed ass kids
to the park
to
for
the
cheerleading
park.
practice, football
You know what I'm
practice.
saying? We taking care of the little kids or whatever. Y'all, please don't get on me for saying nappy headed kids. I'm sure I can say that, but whatever. We taking our kids to the park. We're doing certain things that's outside of social media. So sometimes social media can just simply be an outlet. If there's a thought process, that doesn't mean that's who I am. It just means I agree with this damn thought and I decided to share it. Please stop making social media somebody's whole personality. Now, of course, when it comes to work, when it comes to us sharing ourselves in this capacity on a podcast, you can take those things seriously because we are sharing our personalities. When you're doing your music thing, you are sharing your musical personality. You know what I mean? And whatever you feel in that capacity. But stop making it who somebody is, because at the end of the day, you only getting one snapshot of me tooting my hip out and making sure I was cute for this picture. You don't know that after I done finished this picture, I got into a whole motherfucking fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Over there, that was not on camera. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm feeling fucked up. I done went home, a wig split. You don't know that part. So then you on my comments must be nice. Oh, you living your best life. Oh, I just got maced. Like, damn, this a whole bunch of shit just happened. You don't even know what the hell is really going on. So stop taking it so seriously. And when it comes to relationships, I do feel like people need to separate the two and understand who their partner is. If I have a certain personality, because I went through this, so that's what I'm talking about. If I have a certain personality and you know what I'm saying, I express that through social media, it shouldn't always be an offense to, you know what I'm saying, to you, who you are, or whatever the case may be. You gotta understand me. And if I understand you,
yes.
Absolutely.
I feel like it depends on the two people. It depends on
boundaries, but you still also have to make sure if I'm not putting nothing crazy like y'all come lick this pussy at 2:00, you understand what I'm saying? That's a little bit off. But if I say women like to be catered to or whatever, you don't have to assume that my man ain't catering to me. Do you see what I'm saying? Right, but that's what I'm saying. People need to have a certain level of emotional maturity when it comes to that, because just because I'm saying that women like to be catered to does not mean I could have been catered to that day. And I appreciated being catered to that day. It's like women love to be catered to.
Right.
But to automatically make it a negative and say that, oh, her man must not be catering to her. That's why she posted that. It's like, stop giving people your own narrative. And I think that's where the negativity comes in with social media. Take it for what it is and keep it the fuck moving.
With them social media relationships in social media, I don't think it benefits it at all.
No, it doesn't.
Because you spend a lot of time.
It don't, because it's for the media. It's for the media. It's not for.
It's for the media.
It's for the media.
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
So they come to you like, oh, what you did? Like, just because she upset, they don't mean I did anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I hate in those situations. It's kind of annoying.
It's very annoying.
It is. And especially when people overshare. Like, listen, I tweet all day long. I can be on Instagram, all that. People don't know what me and my man going through. They don't know if me and my man together, separated, or what, because it's not social media's business what my relationship status is. I pick and I choose what I want to share. And my relationship number one is one of those things that I do not share with people, because they just, people automatically formulate certain things about me just from my hair or my nails, or because the way I project my voice or my opinion. So I don't need nobody thinking nothing of my man, because about my man, I go cross your head. So what I'm going to do is keep him off social media. He got his social media. I stay off his stuff so he can do what he want to do. He can follow who he want to follow, comment on what he want to comment on, because I know where you at. I know what you're doing. And honestly, if he's going to do something, he don't need social media to do it. He don't need social media to do it. So the last thing that I need to do is be policing him. He's a grown behind man. I'm that type of woman where I don't have to like I don't have to be posted. When he posts me, so that's fine. I like it, double click it, whatever. But like, you don't need to post me because I know you're here. I know you're here. I know you live here. I know you pay bills here. But some women, they have to be posted. They have to know who you follow, and they have to see your DM. They have to see your phone, or they're going to be insecure. They're going to feel like you're cheating and all that other stuff. I feel like it depends on your level of maturity. It depends on their level of confidence, self-esteem, and what they want people to perceive of them. Some people's identity is being in a relationship or showing that they're always happy, go so lucky. I don't do that. I'm a real person. And I show that all the time. People be talking, oh, you trolling. No, I'm not trolling. These are my real thoughts. What I'm not going to do is try to tweak my thoughts so it seems like it goes with the norm. Or it's, oh, well, she's a mother. She should think like this. No, it's some days I don't want to be a mama. It's some days I don't want to be a wife. It's some days I don't want to be a rapper. Some days I don't want to be on this goddamn podcast. But guess what? It got to be done. It has to be done. And yes, those are different aspects of me. You was talking about the music personality. Listen, I can create 10 Instagrams right now. I can create an Instagram that's solely about music. I can create an Instagram that's solely about podcasting. I can create a podcast simply about hair, makeup, being a mother. Y'all, well, you don't follow me on Twitter, but you follow me on Twitter. You see all the time I'm posting my daughter, how I'm teaching her, feeding into her. There's so many different aspects to a woman and to a person. And I feel like those that overdo it with their relationships, they're weird to me. They're just weird as fuck. I mean, weird as freak. And it's like, stop.
That brings me back all the way home to my point that I always be driving home on my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You need to know what your purpose is. Because some days my purpose calls me to not be on social media.
Absolutely.
And focus on this right here.
Right.
Like I had to shut it down for a couple of days to write a book. I had to shut it down just so I could study.
Right.
And get
focused.
Get focused to my next goal. And that's nothing wrong with that. Some people are like, oh, I can do that and still. Well, that's you. That's not me.
Oh yeah. That's me. I'm that person.
Yeah.
I'm that person.
That's you. That's not me. Sometimes I like to
tranquility.
I like solitude.
Right.
And I don't want to say alone, but
I like to be alone.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Love to be alone.
Yeah.
And that's how I create things. I don't know how everybody else do it.
I'm the complete opposite. Like I was getting a degree, working, cooking, and all that. I'm like, yeah, what's up, Twitter?
Yeah, I'm with.
I don't know. Maybe it's I'm like hyperactive.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm definitely with him.
I'm probably on Twitter if I'm super bored.
Yeah.
I'm super bored and everything is done. But if I have something to get like the important parts of my day,
yeah.
Sometimes I forget I got a phone. Sometimes, but that's either here nor there because I always felt like now we bring it back to the relationship part.
Yeah.
What one man might put up with, the next man might not.
Correct.
Or what one woman might put up with me, the next woman might not. So
that is true.
We gotta find out
who we dealing with.
But sometimes we don't. I know men, especially, we don't do that. We just see a pretty face and fat ass, and we be like, you know what? She's the one.
Right.
She kissed me on my cheek, and it made me feel good.
Right. Yeah.
It's the chemistry part instead of the compatibility. The compatibility is the everyday, because soon you're gonna get used to her being pretty. Yeah. You're gonna get used to the sex, right? Correct. Now you're gonna start noticing little shit like, damn, you gotta post everything.
Oh my God, yeah.
So it's like that.
Yes, but some women do be.
You will never know because when I'm happiest in my relationship, I don't know why I do that, and I think it might make people feel some type of way. But when I'm happy in my relationship, I be posting all types of stupid ass shit. I would throw people the fuck off. Like I just post all that type of dumb ass shit. I be reposting Justin LaBoy and like yup. Meanwhile, I'm in bliss. Like I am
right. You land up under your man armpit.
We cool. You know what I'm saying? I love you. You know what I'm saying? We in a great space. And right. Then sometimes, when I'm fucked up in my damn relationship, that's when I go to posting love on your partner. It makes me feel so good. Like it be a contradiction. You know what I'm saying? So you can't follow me and feel like you know what's going on in my life because I'm over here laying on his lap while I'm posting up some toxic ass shit. So at the end of the day, you got to know the person that you're with and not be taking it to a whole another degree just because she done posted this topic. Oh, my homeboys don't think it's this and that. Well, let them think it's shit. This is entertainment. Correct. It ain't even that damn serious. You know I'm here with you. You know you about to get some whatever.
Right,
in
correct.
about 2 to 3 hours after you eat this meal. So why are you even worried about it? Like, what
correct.
is the big
That's
idea?
why that's why confidence is important in a man for me, because I cannot be with no man that's gonna tell me to act a certain way, dress a certain way. Now, yes, I'm going to dress with respect. Now, I'm not gonna have certain things showing or whatever. Like, I mean, unless the outfit just like real cute or whatever. But basically what I'm saying is I cannot be with someone that is going to dictate my every move, where I cannot post a certain thing because he's going to feel a certain way. Now, I will take, now if you say like, babe, okay, like, I don't want you, I don't know, it have to make sense. You just can't be telling me what you don't want me doing.
I don't even know.
You have to, now I am open to my man saying certain things like, well, babe, like, you know, that's kind of cut a little too high. And I'd be like, okay, well, like, let me pull it down. I'll take your input, but don't be like, take that off, cause blah, 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 cause
that's gonna make me want to do it. Sorry, guys.
You got a man that's redirected.
Might be fucked up.
Right. Trying to control, like, you know what I'm saying? I always tell these guys this. That's not the woman for you.
If you got to do all that.
I gotta ask her to clean up. I gotta ask her to cook.
You clean up. My thing is, for you ask a woman to clean up, you clean up. For you ask her to cook, you cook.
She don't never do this.
Cook.
Hey, at the end of the day,
you hungry? Cook. The refrigerator in there.
At the end of the day,
the refrigerator in there.
If you don't like the way she's treating you, maybe it's time.
I don't like the way he treating himself. I don't like no man that's telling me he hungry and it's the kitchen in there. It's the kitchen in there. Go ahead and cook. Because if I wasn't with you, you're going to have to find a way to cook either way. And guess what? I'm hungry just like you, and I've been to work just like you. So guess what? We're either going to cook together. Hello.
Hello. If I'm making home first, I'm a cook.
Hello.
And I'm gonna cook on the weekends.
Talking about how she treating you. Know how you treating yourself.
Sit here and just be like, I mean, come on.
I can't deal with a man that be hungry in a house full of food, baby. It's noodles, it's sandwiches in there. You better put some chicken on the grill.
Put all the fruit in there. You got everything what you need. I'm making it home about 2 to 3 hours later than usual, so I was unable to cook. You should be able to understand that and just cook and make sure I'm good when I get home.
But that's why women have to be with a man that know how to cook. Because men that can't cook, they're not fit for a relationship and they're not husband material.
Ooh, that's a tweet.
Hello. Need to put that on a shirt. Can you cook? Can you clean?
That was a little deep.
Because if you can't, you're not husband material.
I understand your point of view completely. I understand your point of view, but that was a little deep.
Like I said, not doing things you like, whatever, or rapping, singing. If she's not doing the stuff you like, you need to reevaluate.
And everybody's relationship is not equally yoked. And I definitely do. I piggyback off of that sentiment.
Yes, I said noodles.
She said noodles.
Yes, I
said off that sentiment
about that. I appreciate y'all.
No, but at the end of the day, you have to know who you equally yoked with. I'm not saying that there won't be any compromising, and nor I don't know, you know what I'm saying, what Key is saying, but for me, I'm not saying I'm not gonna cook. So people take it and they misconstrue it.
Yes,
but at the end of the day, it's just kind of like, I feel like a relationship should be a support system to each other.
Correct.
So if we're being a support system to each other, and I'm making it home 3 hours late and I'm unable to provide what I would usually provide for you, I don't think that it should be an issue in a relationship. Correct. Because I couldn't provide it tonight.
Yes, which is why I only say that because he used that as an example.
Okay, let me use another example. What if you got your man that's gonna cook, clean, and all he needs to do say this, check on them, or do a little something.
I'm gonna do that. Listen, one thing.
Or put it like this.
Talk to me nice.
You know, listen. Put it like this. Words of affirmation is a love language. All he wants you to do with his love language or words of affirmation, and you're not doing that.
No, one thing about me, when I'm in love with my man, I want to unzip his back and get in his skin. I'm gonna get in your skin because I'm gonna be calling and texting you all day in FaceTime. Right, I ain't being weird. I ain't being weird. That's me. Unzip your back so I can get in your skin and leave with you.
And I look at it like
this. I want you to leave, but at the end of the day,
relationships are temporary, right? Yeah. And I feel like sometimes we both, man and woman, stay past the expiration date. And that's when the relationship becomes real toxic.
I believe that.
And now you're depressed. Now you mad at him. All of that. Sometimes, man, that relationship ended months ago. You're not doing what he wants you to do.
He not doing what you want him to do. Okay,
Well,
let's make it both.
But
ways.
it has to be it's because it's a gradual decline. It's a gradual decline, just like courting. Just like courting, it's a gradual increase. I feel like at the point that the relationship is over, I feel like that part is necessary because throughout that course of time, you really like, number one, seeing their true colors. You may be trying again. He may not be trying, and then he may try, and you may not be trying again. So I feel like that point is necessary because at the end of that 3 months or 6 months, however long y'all went past that expiration date, y'all gonna split eventually. So I feel like that part is necessary because if you just one female say she won't do, another one will.
And that is correct.
You know what?
But one man won't.
That is correct. That's why some
like I feel y'all do that, right? And go find a woman.
Yeah,
go find her. Let's do it.
Yes, it's like
I'm not finna be dumbing down. I'm not finna be doing. Okay, now this is gonna come off aggressive, and I'm not apologizing.
And I got something to say after that too. And it's gonna come off crazy.
It's gonna come off aggressive, and I'm not apologizing. Okay, all of this talk about what somebody should and should not do, and who they should and should not be. For you to be comfortable, we got to stop that shit. I feel. Because at the end of the day, you got to know what works for you, and that person got to know what works for them. And if it does not work, so be it.
It's 4 billion
Keep
women on this
it
planet.
moving. It's a whole bunch of niggas. It's a whole bunch of women. Okay, it's more women. How high has it got to go?
Oh, Lord.
An expiration date, and that's fine. Like Dick got an expiration date too. So at the end of the day, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that I got to bend, conform. I done built myself up to be, you know what I'm saying, the best version of me that I am proud of, that I want to exhibit to the world.
Correct.
For me and my soul and what I got going on, and I got to be able to be accountable for that. So at the end of the day, you're not finna bend me and twist me and make me all of this stuff just to be that person for you. If I ain't the person for you, then you just got to keep it moving. And I don't want to do the same thing to you as well as a man. I don't want to emasculate you. I don't want to make you feel like you got to bend and do all this type of stuff. I'm naturally submissive. So if my submissiveness does not work for you and it's not enough, then keep it the fuck moving. And as a woman, I feel like women are very afraid to say this for the lack of not having a man or he ain't gonna want me. Fuck all of that. And I'm going to even go further to say, I'm okay. If you're not the right one, I'm okay to be single. Right. And a lot of men don't like to hear a woman say that because it sounds like, oh, you're going to be alone for the rest of your life. That does not validate me as a person. It does not validate who I am to my children. Oh, you're going to be lonely and alone. I guess I'm going to be lonely and alone because
but I ain't going to be with you.
And settle for you and you wanting me to be somebody that I'm not. Because at the end of the day, as humans, that is a very sad existence. And I've seen a lot of women sit there and bend and conform to being somebody that they're not for their husbands. And they coming over to their homegirls and they sad as fuck. They mad as fuck. They miserable. They tired. They heart hurting. They catching cholesterol, high blood pressure, all types of heart attacks and shit because they're not being who they authentically are. And they can't show up in the world as who they need to be for themselves.
But that,
fuck all that. Not doing it. Goodbye.
We've been doing too much chemistry stuff because we look good. I like the way we had this. I keep saying this. Chemistry, you need both.
It's important.
You need chemistry and compatibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, compatibility. We're not going to do that.
But sometimes
you need more compatibility.
Sometimes.
Absolutely.
I'm going to just say this.
Put it like this. If you want a woman to cook for you, you're supposed to date a woman that like to cook. If you want a woman that, if you like a woman to sing to you, date a woman that like to sing.
Correct.
It's just gonna fit.
You be trying to take her a rat and turn her into a roach.
Correct. Correct. Somebody turn her into a roach. This is my thing.
For real. So if you like to run a mile in the morning, date women that run miles in the morning.
Correct.
Correct.
So,
Thank you.
Same thing that goes for women. Like, all right, you like a man that does this well. Date men that do that. And
correct.
Even if they don't do that, they start off doing that.
They call it.
They start off doing that. What do you say?
What he said. Remember my first comment? I called it in the first quarter. What he said.
Show did when he said something about the synthetic whatever. You absolutely did call it, and I am in complete agreement with you. And I'm gonna go to bed very peacefully tonight.
So but what is he even talking about?
So nobody knows.
Oh, you so crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, I wanted to drop this gem.
Drop the gem.
Compatibility. You understand? That's the ideas and values and boundaries y'all all both can agree on. Now, as soon as somebody start changing it, even if the dude start changing the way he treats you, I feel like I got 2 daughters. Mm-hmm. So if they're not happy in a relationship, the first thing I'm gonna say is what?
Skedaddle.
Yeah, for what?
Yeah.
Nah, we don't play that. You get one chance. Like I tell chicks all the time, you get one chance to ride this ride. Mm-hmm. If you ride this ride right, good day. Mm-hmm. Let's not waste no more time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been on the phone doing consultation with dudes that done spent 20, 30 years and the woman finally walked away. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, that jump was dead a long time ago. So it's just like, I don't want nobody. I don't want that. I don't wish that on you. I don't wish, and I definitely don't wish it on me. Mm-hmm. So I always jump in anything I say, look, going in love. When they're loving you, they're treating you the right way, they're treating you how you want to be treated and with respect, okay, stay. If they're not doing that, okay, go. Mm-hmm. Give them a chance. Nah, I feel like giving everybody a chance. Because every time I walked away from something, I felt great about it. Because I know I gave it the best shot I had. Period. But, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know about the other person, but I know for a fact we need to communicate. I sit you down and say, you're not doing this, that, the third. And you're like, well, you ain't doing it. All right.
Yes, I was just going to say that. I was going to say a lot of times in relationships. That's a man's responsibility. Yes. To set up that negotiation. Okay, but what I was going to say is a lot of times, first off, men are not that communicative. I don't care how much we get on podcasts, social media, this and that. A lot of times these men are not great communicators. They do not communicate well. What he said?
He said a relationship is
not in this day and age, of course not.
I feel like a lot of times men do not communicate, and I feel like there are a lot of times where men, when they are in the situation where they do not feel loved on, they do not feel like their woman is doing their part. I feel like it is a cause and effect. These men are doing things to make their woman not want to cook, not want to clean, not want to have sex with them. And then they go and tell their homeboy, man, she don't want to cook. She don't want to clean. She don't want to.
I disagree.
But I feel like when it's
I just don't want to.
Okay. Some days you come home, you're not gonna want to cook. Okay. But when it's a long-term thing where it's now becoming an issue in the relationship where he's saying she don't even want to have sex no more. She don't even cook for me no more. Yes, she don't even rub my head no more. I feel like that is because he has done something to make that woman not want to do those things anymore.
Then why stay?
It's not why stay. It's why you keep doing the dumb shit.
But sometimes I do
feel like you keep responding with dumb shit.
Yeah, and I feel like
I ain't responding with dumb shit. I'm just not finna cook for a nigga that just pissed me off today.
Sometimes, I understand that. Why stay? Because sometimes women do stay with that whole I just need to have a man bullshit. I ain't got time for it.
Why stay? I don't need you're not attracted to him no more. You don't want to love on him. You don't want to treat him the way you want to be treated. You don't even respect him. Why are you still there?
I don't know why they be there.
They be there because they.
But sometimes they be comfortable.
Their mama gonna be like, "Well, where Keith at? Oh, well, that was a good man."
Yeah, and it be different. It be different factors. It be different factors. It be the kids.
If you don't want to be there, you don't want to be there. People gotta be real with themselves. I'm not gonna say a lot of you.
People accumulate stuff throughout relationships. They accumulate kids. They accumulate cars. They accumulate homes, whether it's an apartment, whether it's a mortgage. It's a lot of things that, especially long-term relationships. I feel like
that up. I'm a businessman.
I understand that, but a lot of times people consider those things. It's just like being in a business together. If me and you open this business together, and at a certain point, you and I as business partners, we're going to before we just dissolve the entire business, we're going to look at this business and say, okay, is this business worth salvaging? We done accumulated X a million audience. Now what's going to happen now? What audience going to come with me? Am I going to keep the name of the show? Are you going to keep the name of the show? It's certain things that we have to consider before we just say, okay, he done made me mad 4 days in a row. Now I'm finna leave. Relationships don't work like that. It takes time before you actually sit down and say, okay, now I'm going to leave this person. They say I got a bag of excuses. Who said that?
Men who provide emotional security. No, go to that next comment where it says women will use your fears against you in a later argument when you open up and try to communicate. That's why she's not mature. She's not mature.
Who said I got a bag of excuses?
But men be doing that. You'll tell them that you used to be in an abusive relationship and then they want to be abusive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bitch, how the fuck you trying to be abusive after I told you I done went through that, bitch? I'm finna
But that's why you not supposed to tell a man that stuff.
Like it. I don't like that.
That's why you don't tell a man. I do not agree with telling a man about your past.
You can't tell him about your past.
I don't want to know about your past. Don't tell me about your kids, your ex-wife, none of that. It's none of my business.
In an emotional space where we should be able to express our past and be able to nurture each other with the things and make sure that we're not repeating those same patterns in the next relationship. So I think it's very necessary to have those conversations. So
I don't think so.
Where the fuck, you know what I'm saying? You
I don't think so.
With your traumas and stuff.
I don't think so because I feel like yeah, can we call Howard in? Because I need him to know what he mean. Howard, you need to call in. Because since you're saying my name, I need you to know what bag of excuses do I have. He have to call in. You need to ring up. Producer, post the link so Howard can click on it. And I hope he's still viewing. Click on them 6 views because he better still be logged in. Because no.
You need to know.
No.
We need straightening.
No.
We got to get it right.
But I wanted to say this on the scale of 1 to 10. How do you think all couples, especially black couples, young black couples nowadays, should they do relationship counseling? That was one of the questions.
Absolutely.
I don't.
I do. Go ahead, speak on it. Why you don't?
If you put in the work and knowing yourself, you got to know yourself first, and then you'll know your partner. You know what I'm saying? Now,
I can appreciate that.
Now, before you get married, I feel like it's more skin in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like marriage is more of a business agreement as well. So that's when you go to couples counseling. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's hard for women to put their emotions aside and think logically.
Absolutely,
you know
that's true.
It is. It is.
I agree. That's true.
I'm lying.
Go ahead, Keith.
Keep getting
it's called maturity.
What's your piece, Keith?
I feel like men are way more emotional than women, and they are the ones that think irrationally all the time. Especially when they are in love. A man in love is the most irrational, emotional person on planet Earth. Because they do not know how to handle their emotions. And when they finally get in love with a woman, they want to kill themselves and the whole damn family tree. And so when you say stuff like that, that's why I'm looking at you like, please don't speak for women. Speak for the men in the way that they cannot handle their emotions.
Some of them can. And guess what? That's why I got that podcast. And say they like. That's how I look at it. But it's just like, you supposed to, and I say this, you got this cup right here. Let's say this cup is love.
We going in, y'all.
We've
been on this. No, we can talk.
This cup,
talk too long.
You probably gonna make this a 2-part.
It's gonna have to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make it 2 part.
We're gonna have to chop this up.
Man. I'll explain why alpha males
Don't say that.
You telling alpha males not to fall in love. Now you can't be doing that now. Now you. No, you not.
So you have it. So you want your daughters to fall in love with a beta male,
right?
Because if you telling
not to fall in love, you need to have emotional.
Because what you are sowing seeds into the world, and these things, because these things are going to recycle. So it's like you need to be careful what seeds you put in out there, because your generation of daughters and granddaughters are going to have to deal with these type of men.
We're not going to say that now. We're not going to do that.
Not fall in love with a woman. Stand in love. That's different. That's all I'm going to say right now. Y'all can sleep on that tonight.
Okay, back to your couples thing.
Okay, stand in love.
I feel like couples.
No. I should have let him finish, y'all, because I understand that.
Yeah, see?
Stand in love. We need to stand in love too, women.
I feel like
not bend over in love.
I feel like couples definitely do need to exercise therapy and or counseling individually and together, because I feel like when you have two people communicating, especially when it's in regards to a disagreement, the communication is broken, because I'm trying to get my point across, you trying to get your point across, or I know your triggers. Through time, you're gonna learn me as a person, I'm gonna learn you as a person, and I'm gonna know what triggers gonna trigger you off, and you gonna know what triggers gonna trigger me off, and then we're not gonna get anywhere at the end of the conversation. Now, some men know how to communicate, some women know how to communicate, but I feel like there is a high percentage of Black couples that do not communicate well with each other.
Chemistry. only involve their flesh and their emotions.
All right, let me
I
chime
see
in.
Key look good, so I like Key. Key like me, and we're just liking each other. Yeah, we don't know how to deal with each other on a daily basis.
I'm gonna chime in.
You understand? Because we're not compatible.
I agree.
You feel me? So even when I see
as much as I don't like this man, I hate when I have to agree with him.
Even when I see,
okay, we can agree with him.
Howard say send the link.
We can agree with him.
I sent you a text. You got to text.
Because what happens is like, okay, I understood what you said when you said
it's hard because it's flesh. Emotions are strong and the flesh is strong. The mind and the spirit can be take a back seat sometimes.
When you said that someone needs to learn themselves first, you don't think that they need to go through therapy when they're just in a relationship because they should learn themselves and bring themselves into the relationship. I was going to piggyback off that and say that sometimes we have to understand that everybody has a different background, right? Everybody has their certain set of traumas. Everybody have their certain set of things that make them tick, make them go, or whatever, from experiences, from childhood up until the point that you have met them, right? So I could be learning myself, or you could be learning yourself, right? But there still may be some certain things that don't necessarily click, not necessarily because we're not equally yoked, but because there is no understanding for, you know, why I'm reacting a certain type of way, or why you're taking offense to me saying something in a direct manner, or probably speaking to you and you thinking I'm being disrespectful when I'm just being direct because that's all I know how to do is be direct. So now you're taking it in an offensive manner when I'm not meaning it that way. Yeah. So in order to gain that understanding sometimes, because people are only looking from their own perspective and nobody is taking themselves outside of their perspective to say, hey, let me calm down and let me look at it from a different point of view, not what I think it is, but let me actually listen to what they're telling me it is. Most people don't do that. Most people are only interpreting things from their own perspective of what they think it is. So sometimes you do need that mediator. You do need that person to come into the middle, even if it's just one therapy session, to say, hey, she's saying this, but you're hearing this. Why are you hearing this when she's clearly saying this? Or vice versa. He's saying this to you, but you're hearing that. You know what I'm saying? Why are you hearing that? And then when you can kind of get that perspective of why the person is hearing or comprehending the way that they do, then you can get to a place of actually having an effective communication. Right. But if you don't get then you just never know.
Okay. I see Howard here.
Lady Ashley.
Click, please.
Hi, Howard.
Please click Howard in.
Welcome, Howard. Welcome.
Howard.
I ain't gotta say nothing.
Oh, add him in.
Ooh, I'm scared.
There you go.
Hey, Kay, you full of excuses, man. Ever since I saw you on Twitter, you full of excuses, man.
But what? Okay, what excuses did I have about what?
All right, when you talk about a man's let me get this right.
A man's what?
The emotions.
Yes, y'all are very emotional. That's true.
False. That's a false.
That's a false.
That's a false?
Yeah, man. We're not emotional.
Yes, y'all are, baby. Yes, y'all are.
No, we're not.
You being emotional right now. Look at you.
No, stop it.
Look at you blushing. Look at all the emotions. I feel it pouring through the phone.
Stop. No, we're not emotional at all. We're not built to be emotional.
So that was my first excuse. Y'all was emotional. Okay, what other bag of excuses I had? Because I feel like you carrying on animosity from Twitter onto this podcast.
No, not really. It just everything just add together now.
Oh, it's just all making sense now.
Okay. Yeah. Now I see why things happen the way it happened. Yeah. But go ahead, bro.
I can't hear you. You hear me? You hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, how you feel about social media in relationships? Does it benefit the relationship? Yes or no? Can it?
No.
It does not.
No, it doesn't.
Right. So now,
unless they're YouTube couples and making money off it, that's the only way they're benefiting. Other than that, it's just putting on a show. Right, it's superficial.
Do you feel like
get to the mic?
Every relationship needs couples counseling.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Does every relationship need a couples counseling? Yes or no? Do you feel like is it mandatory on scale of 1 to 10? Is it good? No.
Every relationship need a couple counseling.
Yeah, even if it's going.
I feel like 6 or 7.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
It's not every relationship.
I feel it's like
everyone,
as
though.
needed.
I think not everyone. I think the woman might need more counseling than the man do.
Me too.
Oh, oh,
Howard.
oh my God! Oh my God! What? I said that.
Howard.
Listen. Hear me out. Hear me out here. The woman goes through a lot of traumas with different
and men do as well. That's what we're learning. Men go just through the same, if not worse.
Certain men, yeah, but it's more women than men in
Y'all
certain
don't
situations.
expect a damn thing.
And they go through a lot of trauma. And the thing is that with men and women, they don't heal proper. They think going to the next male or next female, whatever, will solve everything. And nothing will be solved at all. You just carrying more trauma, more nonsense, and nothing will get solved.
Exactly. See, this is my thing, Howard. And I always say this. I was like, all right, you just got out of a relationship. You need to just chill. And so,
but you can't tell nobody to chill. Everybody is different. No, everybody is different. Everybody is different.
In a boxing match, right? Are you gonna take a boxing fight the next week?
No.
Are you gonna jump in? No.
But every fight you lose, your jaw don't get broken.
Yeah, but you still might be hurt. You still need to heal a little bit.
No, every fight you lose, but every ended relationship is not a loss.
Exactly.
It's not a loss.
So and every relationship that ends,
you should be starting a new relationship 3 months before.
Amicable. Like it doesn't always.
Before you start a fight, you already should have your new fight planned.
Oh, I'm not.
You not just out here fighting and don't got nothing left on the ticket.
So you got a backup lover?
No, baby, you should. What I'm telling you is, when you are at a fight, you should already have your things lined up. Am I right or am I wrong? Do you not already know when your next podcast is gonna be? Okay, so whether win, lose, or draw, you should already have your next stuff planned. Ain't no wait a year. Oh, you lost, wait a year. No, you dust yourself off. You get yourself back in that gym. You get your gym wired up. You get your mouth wired up, and you do what you need to do. You didn't see Kanye West stop recording. No, he recorded with his mouth shut. It's not different. If we're gonna use the jaw, bro, we gonna use it all the way around. So with that being said, I ain't say all hurt is equal.
Hurt is equal, but not all relationships end in hurt.
Correct.
So at the end of the day, like she's saying.
So if you don't end in hurt, you can move on quickly.
Not necessarily that you can move on quickly.
No matter. It depends on the individual.
It depends on the individual. You're not going to sit here and say that's what I just said about people saying what you should and should not do.
Yeah.
It's what works necessarily for the person. I understand your point. I get that you're saying that you should heal or whatever the case may be. There's nothing.
I'm gonna heal with a new man. I'm gonna heal with the new man.
That's a bad idea. And that's a bad idea.
I'm gonna heal with a new man. I'm gonna heal with a new man. I'm gonna heal with a new man. I'm gonna heal.
Bad idea. Because that new man can't handle what you just went through.
But he don't know what I went through because I ain't telling him nothing. All he knows is that I'm a single woman.
No way.
No way. No. Ain't nothing wrong with waiting, but it also ain't nothing wrong if you want to just go ahead and move forward. Right. It is what it is. Y'all be having.
How long y'all expect the woman to? How long y'all expect the woman to be single after y'all break up with them?
All these.
I'm supposed to because this what men want you to do. They want to break up with you or end a relationship, divorce you, and they want you to sit and sulk and be sad and be this and be that. No, baby. No, baby.
Oh my God.
Man, you need these 90 days. 90 days. 90 days.
90 days?
It's a 90-day rule.
No.
90 days. 30 days. Look, it takes 30 days.
I'm not gonna do that.
It takes 30 days to create a new habit. You ain't
not gonna do that.
Yes.
I'm not waiting 90 days for a damn thing.
Wait, if it's like a divorce where they live together, we all know that official breakup day or the day y'all really done with each other, y'all was already done months before.
That's okay.
So
that's what I'm saying.
I've been talking to the chick like, yeah, wait till my lease is up. Now we can be in a relationship.
Correct.
So everybody looking at us like, y'all, she just broke up with him. And y'all together like, nah, they been broke up.
Okay. So now you see what I'm saying is not so unrealistic because, like we were saying earlier, you already know when that relationship ended.
That's true.
You already know. You already know when it has peaked. You already know when you ready to break up.
3 months.
Correct. Correct. And men too. When they get to that point where they feel like they women don't want to get on top no more, they women don't want to cook for them no more. Y'all get to plan the field as well. So we're not gonna sit here and act like people just wait until the declaration day to say, okay, now I'm gonna. No, we need to be realistic here because we see it happen all the time.
So do you think that's not
I don't know what it is.
I feel like all of y'all.
I don't know what it is.
All of y'all in polyamory relationships. All of y'all is polygamous.
Yeah, it is though. You've been doing that for years.
Okay,
All
so this
y'all
comment
is
say,
polygamous.
wait, put it back. The problem with men and women on communication is our egos. We are so righteous in our own eyes. We can't step down from our own pedestal. Shut the F up and listen to what your partner is saying.
Ooh.
Sometimes listen.
Sometimes
them first five words, it's like, hold on, wait, what? I can't let you even get a full sentence out.
The shut the fuck up thing is a big thing now.
I could sit down and I could listen to all the things that you have to say, and you can put all your points. But what a man don't like is he sat there, did his little bulletin, did his little Excel spreadsheet, and then I'd be like, oh, I appreciate your comments, but I don't agree.
Correct.
And then they want to get mad. I ain't gotta agree. I heard you though. I sat there as a woman and I was submissive and I listened, but that doesn't mean I have to agree.
Correct.
That's the part. And then y'all get y'all emotional. Oh, you don't never listen to me. I just listened to you, sir. I didn't agree.
Men need to learn to control their emotions.
No.
We're gonna have to talk.
We're gonna talk.
Listen, we be talking
Because this is 2 hours long.
I lost all my followers on my little live.
My phone don't went there, so we definitely gotta cut it. Listen, Marvin said, I love you. Please make sure that you watch my podcast and make sure you scream my 2 music song. I made my music video in my 2 songs since you love me so much.
Hold on. What's your IG?
Okay, so listen, I got 2 IGs, y'all. Oh my God, somebody wrote something so long, Lord.
Let's read that.
We want to read it? Okay, click on it. Okay, it's saying, when it comes to dating someone, do y'all actually look in the mirror and self-reflect? Seriously, would you date you? Be honest. Are you a liability or are you an asset? What do you truly bring to the table? Where are you mentally, physically, and spiritually? Don't ever let anyone tell you that you shouldn't be picky or that your standards are too high. As long as you just reciprocate those standards and expectations, do what's best for you.
That's a great way to end that.
I agree. I agree, but I don't do all that when I'm dating.
I absolutely agree, and I do all that.
So, I'm completely.
How can
I ain't doing all that.
Lovely Monique, how can we reach you, man?
Okay, so you guys can reach me. Most of my platforms are on IG. I need to get on Twitter so I can go ahead and follow Kitty because I hear she be popping, y'all. She be getting it in, but I'm on IG at I am Monique J. My business pages are Monique Sells Florida, which is my real estate page, and also my hair page is Lotus Wig Collection. I changed it. So you can follow me on those 3 platforms and kind of get into who I am and what I do.
Right.
Okay, and,
I ain't get to tell them mine.
Oh, go
remember, because
ahead.
I ended up reading that comment. My bad.
Go ahead.
Sorry, y'all. Okay. Listen, I am a rapper. I just started rapping a year ago. I have 2 songs out in a music video. You can follow me on Instagram at bosslady_key. That is KEY. And I also just started a podcast 2 months ago. I have 5 episodes out. You can follow me on Instagram at kickingitwith_key, and also look me up on YouTube. And I have my Twitter. It's more personal. It is that BITCH_key.
Howard, man, tell them about the store, man.
Oh yeah, Whiskey Rebellions, men's store, shirts. We have watches, bracelets, shoes. Upgrade your style. Stand out.
Oh, that's why his beard looks so good.
I like that.
Thank you.
But I'm taking my compliment back because you don't started off on the wrong foot with me.
All right, whatever. Thank you.
But it look good though.
Thank you. WhiskyRebellions.com. Y'all can get the Stop Sipping shirts, the Alpha Mode shirts. We got Pin Mode shirts coming soon, so y'all check the store out. Whiskey Rebellions. Oh no.
Yeah, you got the brunch hat.
Can women have the Stop Sipping shirts? Can we get them shirts too? Can I wear that shirt? Stop
Yeah.
simping.
I don't care.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Wear it.
You need to get stop being
Women, okay.
Say it. Say what you got to say.
Because women be
nothing.
simping too.
You got to say something.
I ain't gonna say a thing.
All right.
All right.
But, yeah, I got women's shirts too. If you need one, just let me know. I can make something for you.
Little bracelet. Oh yeah, them nice.
I like
You
them,
stay
though,
on
man.
point.
We
No,
always
they look
say-
good. They look good.
All right, bro. I appreciate it, man. Like I always say, this is not tea, it's protein. Peace out.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Bye, guys.
Peace. All right. We out of here.
See ya when we see ya. See ya when we see ya.
Ooh, child, you about to
Why? Flip it for what, babe? See, this is what I be talking about, that emotional shit. I hope he's still recording. Let them see this emotional shit that we talking about.
at the
Did I
end
flip
of
a
it all.
table?
But he almost did. He almost did.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Woo. This was a journey. We went on it though.
2 hours long.
Damn.